Okay, so I've been requested to show single leg X variations. So actually, let me show the sweep first from single leg X. So when we're in single leg X, right? I want my foot on the hip, hips up high, and I want to be pinching. If I have my foot on the right side of his cheek, when I try to sweep him, he's going to step back with that left foot, right? He's going to be stepping back. So what's better is if I hook this, and now I pinch. Now when I sweep, it's hard for him to step back. Then I can finish my standard straight ankle from there. And if you guys want an entry, we can go shin to shin, right? We can go shin to shin, hug, block, elevate. Blocking this side of the foot. Now I can just sweep down and then finish my straight ankle lock. One more. So we'll start with that one. In, block, coming in, and then finishing straight ankle. So we'll start with that, and then we're gonna get to more technical advanced stuff. Yes?
So just one more time, a little slower.
Sure. Here, so shin to shin. I want to hug, I want to be able to control this knee. I don't want this knee to go to the right side of my body where he can start to knee cut. So I want to be on the left side of my pec. Now I block that knee as I start sinking in. Once he's loaded, I can kick up, bring my foot in, and hips. Now I can start bringing my knees out, getting that grip, and then finishing my straight ankle. Okay, all right, 1, 2, 3. So we're in single leg X, we'll just start in single leg X. So either he drops this knee or he just peels the foot, right? So if he peels the foot, I can go to X, but instead of dropping my leg down, I'm just gonna, once he peels, I go to this position here, right? Now I can start to have him square up, and then I can start elevating and going right to my saddle position, like that. So instead of going to X, we're just going directly to reverse X. So for here, he peels, I immediately go right here. If you have issues with the angle, you can pull his knee in towards you a little bit to bring his weight forward. Then I can start to elevate. But if, let's say he's stepping really far, if I elevate from here, this happens a lot. They're really heavy and I can't shoot the leg in. So I want to pull him in, elevate, and then I let the leg drop. And then I can finish my, if I'm in IBJJF rules, I can finish my straight ankle on this side, or I can start, if I don't worry about that, I go right to my heel hook variations. So it's the same type of scenario, like if he drops his knee down. If he drops his knee down, right? Instead of going all the way through, which might be difficult if you're not flexible, just go right to foot, and then you can start elevating, dropping, and then coming up. So one more time on that one. He drops that knee, I go foot to foot, armpit, elevate, foot comes under, drop, cross, and then sit up. And remember, you can always use it as a sweep to come up for your knee cut. So one more. Anytime you're in saddle, right, you can use this to underhook, come up, and then go for your knee cut through. Okay, so let's do that. Single leg X to saddle. All right, 1, 2, 3. So now we're going for our standard saddle. But you'll notice that when she pushes the leg out, right? Remember, I want to get a better angle, so I'm going to be pushing, extending. When she steps back and she gets her posture, that's going to be better for me to start elevating. But what happens is, let's say I drop my leg, but her knee pops through here. So I'm going to drop my leg and I'm going to end up here. So instead of it being saddle where I have the leg, now her knee's here and I'm pointing my knee out. So this is what we call bear trap. So my legs are figure forward, but what I have to do is my right knee has to be open. If my right knee is closing, it's easier for her to come up and start putting pressure into me. Yeah, like that. So I want to have knee out. Now when she tries to come into me, it's going to be very difficult. So you have a whole bunch of different options from here. So for the first two, we'll do what they call a ham sandwich, and then we're going to do a reap. So if she starts to come into me, I'm going to be underhooking like this. And then when she starts coming in, I'm here. And I grab her far side. I go S grip, and then I bridge up as my knee flares. Here, so that's like a slicer. So I'm in this position here. The only difference is I have an overhook with my left hand, so I need to pummel under. So when she starts coming in, I'm gonna shed this, and then I'm gonna pull this in, and I go S here. The second one is, I go to a reap. So I bring my left foot, I snake out, and then I start elevating my hips over, and I come over the top, like this. Now her knee's pointed down, I want that, and I'm gonna drop to my hip here. So now I'm in a reap, and her knee's trapped. If I start flaring open her knee, now she's gonna start turning back into me, and it's gonna cause trouble. So I wanna keep this bent and her turning away. Now I can reach for that heel, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bridge, take out the slack, and start going belly down, like that. So ultimately I'm bridging and I'm turning this direction, basically getting her shoulder to my right, or sorry, her heel to my right shoulder, like this. Yeah. So we're back in single leg X. She pushes and I go to reverse. Here her knee pops through. I immediately capture and plant. Let's come back. So what I'm doing is here, the moment I feel like I'm losing it, I have to drop my leg, my right leg, figure 4, like that. And then I'm bridging up. Now I'm in good position. If she starts coming in, I can underhook, pull her in, grab that far side and bridge for the slicer. But I think what's better is probably the reap. So I could frame, snake out, tuck my arm in, come over the top, trap her leg. You could go straight ankle here, like this. That's perfectly fine. But we're gonna reach, get my heel hook, and then start to bridge and come over. Let's go again. So single leg X, she pushes. In, out. I snake out. I use this to elevate my hips. Come over, I reach, start extending, and then going belly down. So, ham sandwich, or you can go for your heel hook from reap. Okay, all right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, did we have any issues on that? On the last couple of techniques?
Can I just see you do the reap one more time?
Sure, sure. So, in, or here, right? Elevate, here. So what I want to do is I want to snake out like this. The foot is going to drop. Then my hips go up and I tuck my arm. I come over the top. And I end up here. Now I can start reaching. Because if I'm here, if she doesn't bend her leg, it's hard for me to go over the top. If she bends her leg, yeah, I could, but I want to bring my hips up because 1, it's easier to clear, and 2, I can thread my foot in, figure 4, easier. So let's say we're in underhook X. So can you do it from here? You can. So what I do is I switch, I extend, and go for my bridge. So the reap is the same from here. I snake out, I come over the top, and now I can pass this to the heel hook. But I think what's nice too is, let's put your foot, is thinking about back exposure from here, right? So if I want to go to the back, I'm going to be underhooking this leg, passing it, and then cupping her knee like that. So now I have a couple options. One is I can grab her hip, keep my knee flared, and go for my calf slicer right there. And the one thing is when you're in a calf slicer, your knee has to be facing out this direction. If she's pressuring in and my knee is like this, I can pop my LCL. So I want to be hip, knees wide, and then bridge. Or I can hug the hip, drop the foot, and then start coming up to the back, putting in my hooks, and then start to attack from there. So you have some options, whether it's underhook or overhook. So for an underhook, right? If you have difficulties like getting your partner off balance, just kick them regular, right? Kick them regular and then switch. When she starts coming back, that's when you can pop up. And we're here. Your third option is just tech stand sweep, right? Extend out and then come up for your sweep. But I think That's too easy. Let's just start to attack. So same thing, snake out, over the top, go for your heel hook. Right, same finishing here. Or do back exposure. So that means my right arm is gonna come underneath. I pass, I hug that knee and I start coming up. Now I can bridge, go for that slicer, or I post, drop that leg, start putting in my hook, and then going for my seatbelt. And then doing whatever you want from this like turtle position. So one more. Right, if you feel like you can't, you could extend out and then go to your switch and then pop up in. So heel hook, going, or let's go back from the top. You could go straight to it, right? You could just go straight to your and elevate, or back exposure. Hip. Notice how when I'm here, my knee drops and I flare open like this, then I can bridge. Or post, drop, put my hook in, and then start to go to the back. Okay, questions? All right, 1, 2, 3.